Well, I haven't shed hunted this farm in a few years, and then I got permission from the neighbor's farm this year for the first time, and there was a pile of deer coming across these fields, picking in these beans. There's a lot of grass out here, so shed hunting's getting close to the end. Trying to get one more video made. I gotta find sheds to do that. So I just checked with the landowner. He said they were seeing bucks cross, and they come all the way across this great big bean field, and they feed in all these bean fields, these picked bean fields. So I'll check these fence lines and grass patches and stuff like that and see if I can come up with something. But yeah, you can see a lot of this is probably newer. There's tracks all over out in the beans, but they were definitely out here this winter pretty heavy. Well, I got one. Walking all these waterways and stuff, and this is grass patch right off the edge of this field. And I don't know if it's fresh or not, but it's a little guy. I can't believe I'm not finding them all over the place, to be honest with you. This grass is perfect. I believe that's this year's. Probably just got, drenched in water. It's pretty wet down in here. It's dried out now, but yeah, number one. Trying to get as much of this walked as possible because it's gonna get dark here soon. Yeah, it's not too bad of a start, I guess. Haven't walked any of the good stuff yet. Just kind of cut across the field and walking these waterways. Heck of a trail. Well, I don't know what I got. Half hour. Sunset. About right now. It's probably half hour, 45 minutes for dark. Trying to get everything walked as best as I can. Kind of surprised I only found the one. There's a lot of deer sign down here. Landowner told me that I don't know if he let somebody hunt down here or what, but they shot a 170, 180 buck down here in this creek bottom, so who knows, his sheds from last year might be around here somewhere. Probably buried in the grass. Never be found again, but yeah, so kind of working my way back to the truck. Got a lot of this grass to walk yet, so do my best to cover it. Heavy trail. Okay, I just shut the camera off. I was walking the same trail I was walking. I looked to my right. It looks like tines sticking out of the grass. Definitely a shed. Kind of how I figured it would be. Just hard to see. And this thing's been there for a minute. Not as big as I was hoping it was going to be. It's a big shed though. Got lucky to see that. I'm sure I'm walking by a bunch of them. Got the sun on my back on the way back to the truck here, so that helps. Big antler. But this thing's been laying there for, man, minimum 5 years, minimum. Real quick. Running out of daylight here. Nice base. Couple little stickers there. Busted up, chewed up. That was probably pushed 65, 70 inches in good shape. Well, just those two sheds. There's a lot of grass here. I'm never gonna walk it all, so it's getting dark on me. Can't see that great anymore. I'd get really lucky. Want to be kind of white. But I guess I should have probably started with the grass. That's where I thought I was gonna have the better luck, but I'm sure there's a bunch of sheds buried in this grass that just disappeared. Tell the landowner to burn it. It'd be pretty cool. Well, shed season's about over with, 2025. Just gonna try to do a couple more walks in spots I have not hit yet, and spots I have not hit in probably the last couple of years. So just want to get a couple good walks in yet. Ticks are out. Got a lot of projects I got to take care of. Just things like that. It is the middle of April, so it's been kind of a funky spring, but see if we can come up with something today. That should have been here forever. There's a lot of sign in here. Wow, is that thing ancient? It's been chewed on by about everything. That might be one of the oldest sheds I've ever found. With how much sign I'm seeing though, I should find some fresh ones. Well, I've been walking for a while. I found that one old one right away. And there was another vehicle parked where I parked, but they're probably just walking the trails. So I finished that side and decided to come this other direction. And I think I got a shed right here. I have to flip the phone around. Truck is just parked, I don't know, 75 yards. It's definitely a shed. There's just so much deer sign everywhere. It's fresh. Hard to say if this gets walked or not, but I should have found a bunch of them. That's a little guy. Well, I got perfect conditions today. Kind of hitting this real big pine thicket, giant swamp. You know, it's too wet, can't do nothing. But come across the first one, it's an old one. Landowner told me he hit a great big one with a hay bine last year. This looks like this is last year's too, so they were probably in here last year. I don't believe I walked it last year. I don't remember. But just a little guy. There's got to be a big one in here somewhere. It's just a great spot. Found some nice ones back in here over the years. But keep going. Number one for the day. Okay, I got back where I wanted to get. Just stumbled across a big one. Ooh, nice. Underneath this pine. That's a good buck. It's almost impossible to find them in the swamp grass. Get to some high ground here. Man, that's a beautiful antler. Heavy, probably a younger buck. Like a 3-year-old or something. I'm gonna set the camera up. Not chewed at all. Man, that thing pretty. Lots of mass. It's my biggest Wisconsin shed this year. A lot of mass. Look at that thing. Boy, I guess I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time while here trying to find the match. Beautiful antler. Nice ridge right here. So, might be close too. Just laying right here underneath this big white pine. Got this like hole started right there. Well, I just found that big one underneath that pine behind me, and I come to my left and I was kind of looking around which way I should walk, kind of thinking walk down back up in here a little ways, and I stopped just right here and I looked down and there's another one, and I would have missed that one, so I went to stop right here. Goofy little thing. Little sticker there. Brow tine's way low. The other one's about 5 yards that way, so I think I'm gonna go back and walk this pine tree line here, and then we'll keep working my way the direction I was going. Well, I think I got another one here. This thing's freaking ancient. Completely chewed up and ancient. Stuff looking here is just right here in this spot. There's not a lot, but you go 100 yards that way, and there's just stuff laying everywhere on the ground. I guess I've never really gridded this place that great, but I've always found some. That thing is gross. Heavy little sucker. Alright, truck's that way, a long way, so kind of slowly working my way that way. Decent little walk today, found 4 sheds and then that big one, so I don't think I'm going to find that one. My guess is he came out of the east, jumped the fence there. There's some really major trails and then dropped underneath that pine, but you know, it's close enough to the fence line there that if he dropped on that side, then you know, I can't go over there anyway, so I'm not going to spend any more time looking for it over that way. It's possible he made it across the road to where the corn is. It's only probably 300, 400 yards across right from where he was bedded to the corn, so could possibly stop there and ask, but I'm shed hunting's about done for me for the year. Might get out one more time just because I want to hit that grass where I found that big old one here the other day. I'd like to get back over there. Got dark on me. Hit that grass real good and then call it a year. So these are the pines. That's going to be my next project after shed hunting. I'm getting pines probably 4 foot tall to transplant at my place. So just kind of out here checking. I think I got a really nice shed underneath this pine tree. I don't know. Might be a stick. But I think this is the field the farmer said he hit a big one with the hay vine. It's definitely a shed. And it's an old shed. I don't know how the heck I missed this. Oh, it's kind of chewed up. Yeah, I mean, I was digging pine trees up right here. I don't know how I missed it. Oh boy. Wow. That would have been a big sucker. Holy cow. That's too bad. That's really too bad. I missed that. I don't know if the camera is really showing how big this antler is. Just get a little bit better view because I don't think that's really showing how big this antler is. This is a huge 4. And it's very possible the side that he hit was this side. I wish I'd have found this fresh. Oh, he's probably got 5 inches, close to 5 inches right here. I was just right up on that edge, just kind of checking out these pine trees, the ones I want to dig up. I could see it laying under this real big white pine. That's really frustrating that I missed this one. So, had a good day though. 4 sheds. This one's a monster, and that other 5 is just as big. So, let's gonna take this one out. This is that big fresh one. It's way bigger. This 4 side is. Hard to get at the camera, but this is a big antler too. That's probably a 65-inch 5 side. Pretty compact though. This 4 is older buck and just huge compared to this one. I gotta talk to the farmer and see if he still has that antler and see if I can compare it. More than likely, because I think that's where he hit this one. More than likely, it's got to be the one he hit. He looks wide too. So, pretty good day. 5 sheds. And I got a little walking yet to do. I just wanted to look at this nice 5 a little bit closer. For one, I think it was fairly fresh. Blood on it yet, but this little spot on the bottom, I was looking at that real close, and I think that's a little pebble in there. I don't know how he would have got a pebble in there in velvet, but I even scratched on it with a screw, and I'm pretty sure it's a little pebble. Never seen that before. Just thought you guys would like to see that. It's pretty neat. Well, it's going to be my last shed hunt of the year. Turkey season's next week. Just wanted to get out back here where I found that big 5 here last week. Try to match them up. Go walk some swamp grass. Put my rubber boots on today. Got a bunch of rain the last couple days, so it's going to be extra wet. But I think it might be worth it. Nice overcast day. But I want to thank you guys for watching all the videos this year. Had a pretty good season. Went to Kansas for the first time. Found some big sheds there. Went to Iowa a couple times. Found a pretty gnarly old shed there, the biggest shed that I found in Iowa. Numbers weren't real great this year, but did find quality. So I can't complain about that. But I got a little bit of a walk just to get where I want to start. And see if I can come up with something without getting soaking wet. What you doing? See any sheds over here? So I found that big one underneath that pine last time I was here. Trying to find a spot to cross the creek. I'll probably start on that side of the creek. Haven't walked any of that. And come back and walk that big swamp grass. Some down trees over here. We'll see if I can get across anywhere. Well, I haven't found any sheds, but just found a huge dead buck down this creek bottom. Been zigzagging down here for about an hour. Saw some hair. Wanted to loop around here. Come back. It's a big one. Really big. It's kind of on this little island here. Wow. I saw that hair right there. I come through those pines right there and I looped around. I didn't see the head here, but kind of a spot you'd think you'd find a big shed, at least an old one or something. But yeah, that's too bad. I don't hunt this area, but I've been shed hunting down here for 20 years. But that's a dandy. I'm in here trying to find that match to that big heavy 5 that I found last week. I ain't quite back to where that was. I'm zigzagging all these pines and stuff. Make a great big loop around. So that was my goal today. Didn't expect this. So it's a beautiful deer. Heck of a good buck. Little sticker on the base. But anyway, it's cool to find, but you know, much rather find the sheds to them laying here. I'm gonna keep looking. Well, now I gotta get back across. Pretty high up here. Sheesh. Leave the camera rolling. Come on, binoculars. Just gotta hope the end here hangs on. Looks pretty deep actually. Throw my favorite walking stick down. It's been pretty lucky this year. Oh, this is the part that can be punky. I'm gonna jump off right here. Finally found a shed. I'm walking this swamp. You can see it's a huge swamp. Grass everywhere. You'd have to walk every inch of it. Old small one. I know there's a pile of them somewhere. Can't find that 5-side. Keep going. Kind of walking this edge right here. They can drop anywhere. Not a shed, but it's an antler. This thing's been here for eternity. Let's leave that right here. Finding stuff, just gotta really zigzag this grass. I know there's some big ones out here somewhere. Well, that's gonna do it. 2025 shed season is over. Found 3 things today. Deadhead, actually 2 deadheads. One was just one half of the skull. One little dinker shed. But yeah, that's it. I want to thank you guys again for watching all the videos. Had an awesome year. Went to some places never been before. Now shed season's done. I got turkey hunting coming up next week. Hopefully get that on tape, and that'll be the next episode, hopefully. So thanks for watching.